Well met, ladies and gentlemen of the two genders, and welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Blander, heir to the frog. And you've probably heard this, but we're here to honor the cancellation and self-cancellation of Babsdraws. Babstar. Because she got canceled because she drew herself with a tan. She removed the pictures from both her Twitter and Instagram, so I cannot find them to show them to you, but I will leave a link to Zag's video below so you can see what she actually drew. It's actually pretty good. Her Instagram is pretty interesting. But the reason I am doing this video is first because we need content, and second, I actually DM'd her. I reached out to her and say, hey, I hope you don't feel cancelled. We don't know each other. But you did nothing wrong. You just drew a pretty picture, and people are just evil and mentally ill. Or she didn't respond. You probably saw that I'm comics getting. She was like, fuck off. I wouldn't be surprised. So let's refresh everyone on what happened. This is a May 31st tweet. Devastated to see the discussion around my selfie drawings and potential blackface. She drew herself with a tan, remind you. I intended my coloring to portray a tan white girl, and she did. But intentions don't matter. Actions and words do. I apologize for any hurt caused, and I'm taking them down. Promise to do better in the future. Your art was pretty good. I actually commended her in the DM I sent her. I actually really liked her super sona, whatever that thing is. It was actually pretty good. It was pretty cute. I've unblocked those who've addressed my mistakes. There were no mistakes, Babs. Well, no mistakes in your drawing. The mistakes are just rolling in. I'll message all I can, but if you are one of those people or have any other concerns, my DMs will be open. And I did take her up on those open DMs, and I did try to not extend an olive branch, but just say, hey, you people be cray. Calm down. You did nothing wrong. And on June 1st, he continues, hey y'all, please don't defend me in the comments. Well, we should because you did nothing wrong. You just drew a picture of yourself. I wasn't very much the wrong. And here is where it all goes downhill. It just spirals deeper and deeper into devastation. Now this is the recent thing. Can I actually open it? Yes, let's open it like this. This is her quote unquote tweet long, which is just a screenshot. Came to my attention that the way I've depicted myself in illustrations and avatars came across as visually identifying myself as a POC. Whoever did that is a fucking retard. You drew yourself a more fit version of yourself and a more tanned version of yourself. That is it. You just drew a drawing that isn't 100% identical to who you are IRL. What I unintentionally and unfortunately achieved is called blackfishing. What the fuck is blackfishing, my dude? Which is a form of blackface. This is a fucking American thing again. How privileged do you gotta be to seek out non-issues like this and bother people and make them feel cornered and unsafe? Let's move on. When I first saw these critiques, I was in utter disbelief of these accusations and got wrongly defensive. Well, you got rightly defensive because those critiques weren't coming from artists. They were coming from mentally ill retards who were just looking for shit to stir up. They had no grasp of color theory, which you should because you're an artist. And yet you still bent the knee. Instead of trying to understand the heart of these criticisms, the heart of these criticisms doesn't exist. The people who did criticize you have no heart. They have cat piss instead of hearts. I actively disengaged when I should have listened and addressed these concerns. At most, you should have told those people to fuck off. You did disengage as you should. Whenever someone comes up with like, oh, this is blackfishing. Like, are you fishing for blacks, motherfucker? Like, what the fuck is going on here? You either tell them to fuck off or you just mute them and ignore them. Seeing the hurt the black community has experienced. She even typed black with a capital B. Like, Jesus, why don't you go and kiss some black people's shoes in the middle of the pandemic? Ah, you spineless fool. You spineless fool, Babs. Both in recent events and historically, made me re-examine my own privilege and reevaluate how I should have dealt with my own blind spots. Now this is where she goes deeper down into the spiral of self-cancellation, and she deserves it. She bent the knee to mentally ill autists who have nothing better to do than to show off how privileged and pampered their lives are by bothering artists on Twitter. Twitter art police should get the bullet even before the furries. I will be first in line to choose my firearm and line them all up. First them and then the furries. Oh, where was I? Oh yeah. I'm truly sorry to those I've hurt with my artwork. How the fuck does your artwork hurt someone? Did you do some KKK comic? No, you just drew yourself a more fit version of yourself with a tan. And idiots got offended for some fucking reason because this is America and this is 8th place trophy mentality. Oh god, we really do need a third world war. With my artwork, my silence, and my inaction, and I will work harder to be a better ally and listener in the future. Ally for what, bitch? What war is going on that people need allies? What the fuck are you talking about? You drew a picture of a tanned white girl. And some idiot who can't tell the difference between tan and a black skin came up and you actually bent the knee to him. Because you are spineless. And you probably got a few night letters too from your quote unquote friends who did not stand up for you. They sat there silent as you got surrounded, you were brought to your knees, and you got bukkake with retardation. And now you're going to swallow all that retardation and you are going to remember. You're going to remember this for the rest of your life. Because you are going to continue living and drawing and creating in fear that you might get retardation bukkakeed again. No one wants to get retardation bukkakeed. Also, to all the comments gate fucks, here we fucking go. Who are harassing and attacking people under the guise of supporting me. So no harassment. So no attack. You could count my video as a fuck off to the people who told you that you were drawing blackface. We stood up for you. We stood up for so many mainstream artists only to get knifed in the back. It's not even fucking funny. This is Donny Cates all over again. We stood up for him when the shippers from the Tumblr came after him with their retardation and their autism and their mouth-breathing idiocy. We defended him in his artistic choice in Venom and not making Eddie and Venom into a couple. And then he just turned around and said, oh yeah, by the way, fuck Comicsgate. This is how you ensure that you will no longer be taken seriously by anyone who would genuinely want to support you for your art. This is how you lose your career. And you already have the sickness of the check mark. And now you've bent the knee to idiots. And now you're stabbing people who stood up for you in the back. You are left, Babs, alone and surrounded only by people who are only waiting for you to screw up again so they can gang up on you yet again for some other 8th place trophy non-issue. I'm not for you or about you. Fuck off. But fuck you too, Babs. We try to be decent human beings and to defend your artistic expressions and your art and you. And you just tell us to fuck off. How are we supposed to treat anyone from mainstream comics with respect when they will turn on people genuinely defending them from a non-issue like you just did? You are going to live in a self-cancellation you brewed up yourself. You're getting absolutely everything you deserve for bending the knee when you just drew yourself, to apologizing and saying, I'll do better, and to insulting the people who stood up for you. Every bit of shit that's going to hit you in the face in this shitstorm is very well deserved. I gotta look at these responses too because there's this future bearded egg bulldog bite looking ass idiot who goes, first of all, I appreciate what it took to own this, and that's a commendable thing on your part. Second, comments I'm seeing in this thread from your fan base is just wow. Even though you've owned and explained that folks are coming on here and being fully obtuse and are even going as far as name calling, referring to black folks as psychos and such for having an issue with what is essentially misrepresentation. No, you dumb fuck. This is people who are mentally deficient and cannot tell the difference between a tanned skin and your black ass, thinking it's blackface. People who have nothing else to do than to go around begging for the bullet on Twitter. Funnily enough, they're all white. So I guess they've never had to understand. So why expect them to get it now? You dumb motherfucker. You know what? Lose your fucking hair. Continue to further develop your fucking bulldog underbite. Fuck off. You fucking idiot. I'm glad I am glad we had the conversation we had about it. What? I know it wasn't easy, and I also know you'll grow from this experience. Yes, she will grow more scared, and she will express her less artistically because of you idiots. Oh, she actually responded to this one. I love forgiveness culture. It's the light at the end of the tunnel for cancel culture. With forgiveness must come the work of redemption. I'm glad it seems you're willing to put in that work. Rooting for your healing. What the fuck? This guy went, hey, cancel culture bad. There must be forgiveness. But I'm seeing you're putting in the work. Oh my, the cognitive dissonance of the. This is partially why I don't want to do these videos, is because it's retardation, and the more I see this, the more faith I lose in humanity. Actually, no, not in humanity, because there are some decent people out there. The more faith I lose in America, because this is your current generation. These are the people who would grow to be CEOs and quote unquote leaders, but they won't. We all know that if these people will not be leaders, they will be forever stuck in self-cancellation, licking the SJW retardation boot till the bitter end. The people who are older than them will maintain their leadership. The people that are younger than them and don't care about this shit and see it for the garbage that it is will take leadership. While these people who just live on Twitter with their check marks, self-cancelled, they will continue to apologize not only on their behalf, but on the behalf of every other person of their skin tone. Because y'all are fucking retarded. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, smash it like it was a Hong Kong protester. Subscribe so we can continue to grow this channel and paddle as far away as possible from the mainstream industry. And I will see you in the next video.